Good morning everybody. It's Saturday morning at the Stag Hotel and it's a bit damp. I've been watching the weather forecast this morning and I think we're going to be in for it. Brilliant. It's going to be wet everywhere. There's a storm coming in all over the country apparently. So we're not going to have a good day like we did yesterday. Oh, hello. So we'll have to take it easy and just take it as it comes. So that's my bed, very comfortable. It's a very small room, but I went out like a light last night. I was knackered. Had a few beers, a nice meal, and that just set me up for a nice night. Just wait now till 8:30 and hunt down some breakfast. See you later. Down the very steep staircase. That mountain climbing. Hey up. Who's that? Don't know who he is. Morning everybody. It's like being back on safari. All the animals gathering around the watering hole. Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. What, do you have any juice?
Yeah, orange juice.
What juice?
Orange.
I'll have an orange.
And the weather's not getting any better.
Yeah. I'll have a coffee and orange juice, please.
I'll have a tea and orange juice.
Decaf coffee? No.
Yes, tea, coffee. Oh, what a lovely day. Right, we're all ready for the off on this rainy Saturday morning. It actually isn't too bad, it's not cold, it's just wet. And I think we can survive that. Let's get this sodden machine ready to go. Nice puddle. Sat-nav set. Well, let's just see what kind of a day we have today. I think it'll be a bit slower. The weather will dictate that. Had a good stay at the Stag. All things considering, the bar closed early because of the COVID rules. A bit of a late breakfast because, well, only one guy making breakfast, so he was making 10 of them. So it's approaching 10 o'clock. We're about half an hour behind our wanted departure time. But all things considered, not too bad. Right, we're nearly ready. Just a last bit of faffing. Max try to get his pantaloons on. I'll give Derek a pushback with his heavy bike. And then we'll be off on the next leg of our adventure. Okay. Where are we going? I think anyway. I think we're going that way. Might have to do a U-turn yet. Right, and we're off. after a bit of fanfappery, putting waterproofs on and such, they are finally on his way, I think. I can see one back behind me. Can I see the rest of the bikes behind me? Anybody else? Ah, they're all out now. Good up. And we're off. Into the rain-soaked hearts of Scotland. Woohoo! And watch out for all these slippy leaves. Oh my god! On the A701, I think, out of Moffat, and look at the hills there, all shrouded in mist and cloud. Nice to see. Be a bit different if he was walking up there, I think. A bit foggy, mind, up there. Nice all the same. Oh, look at that valley down there. You probably can't see it on this camera, but just over to my right there's a beautiful valley. Steep sided. Beautiful. Beautiful. We just passed a sign there that's welcomed us to the Scottish borders. Why, thank you very much. When I see the hills shrouded in mist and the rain, it always puts me in mind of the Scottish clans of old. It must be very hardy to live in places like this, because I expect to get it quite a lot. Just one of my thoughts, don't you know? Just one of my thoughts. Well, it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and it rained. I think I need to build myself an ark. Ditch the odd bicycle and build myself a boat. It's a bit grim. I think we've got this now all day and all tomorrow. Lovely. Oh well, a bit of a disaster. I took a wrong turn and missed a slip road to the bypass just outside Edinburgh, and we were together. I believe Simon's pulled over, I think, to rest his legs for a minute, but he has got a sat nav. When I've got onto the bypass, I noticed only Max behind me and he was slowing down. That means the rest of the group has been pulled up somewhere, and now I'm on my own. I'm just hoping that everyone knows where they're going. Oh, what a lovely day. Hey ho. Anyway, onwards, and we'll see if we all meet up at Bikers Cove or not. Yeah. We're not too far off the Firth of Forth bridge area, where there's a cafe that I hope's open, the Bikers Cove, and it's an ideal place for the photograph of the bridge. Ooh, the bloody road. Bloody hell. And hopefully we'll all end up meeting here. Otherwise, I'm not going to be too popular. But it's not my fault. It's not my fault. These things happen. Nothing's perfect. Certainly not me or my navigation. But hey ho. Well, there's one of the bridges, if you can make it out on the camera with all the raindrops. I think we'll be going across that one later as we carry on our trip to Aviemore. I do think it's fair to mention to the guys, if they want to carry on up the A9, which is a quicker route, if they're cold and wet, to the hotel, they're more than welcome to. Don't have to follow me. I'll see what the consensus is. When we eventually all meet up again. If. And. When. And if. Well, there's the big red bridge. There we are, gentlemen. Firth of Forth Road Bridge. Railway Bridge, should I say. Look at that. Wow. Mine's, oh, it's worked, but I could do with redoing it, but it's, my pin lock seamed up. Not seen any Harleys, have you?
We lost him when we turned around.
Right. Oh, there. Right, so we're going to leave this picturesque nautical village of South Queensferry under the bridge and make our way now to the Cairngorms. We just might have a bit of a dodgy area, which is up ahead. We'll see cobbles, wet cobbles. Goodbye, Queensferry. Thank you for having us. Ooh. Here we have the cobbles. Crack on. Oh well, look at that pretty bridge. And it's a shame it's not a pretty day. That would have looked pretty good. And I must say this rain is pretty shit, and I can't see a thing. If I just steam it up, which you shouldn't do, this surface spray everywhere, not the best day I have ever ridden in. But it's an adventure after all, and if it was going to be wet, well, you've got to stay wet. I don't think the camera can pick any of this up because I can't see anything. I can't imagine the camera can either. Hooly hoo. Okay, change of plan. We're going to miss out a couple of stops because we're not too far off Braemar at a place called the Hungry Highlander, which is it makes me feel hungry by just saying that, the Hungry Highlander. It's not too far away. We're all back together again, which is a good thing. All in one piece, all healthy and fit, albeit wet and maybe a little bit cold, but there's worse things in heaven and hell. Well, what should have been an exciting part of the trip, one of the highlights of today, has turned into a battle for survival. All we want to do now is get out of the rain. We're about 15 miles out of Braemar, where we'd like to stop for something to eat, because one of the guys hasn't had anything this morning, and it's about 1:45 now. It's just rained and rained and rained and rained, and I'm okay. I've got a waterproof on. My hands are a bit wet. I've got heated grips on though, and I've got a heated seat, so my bottom's nice and warm. But some of the guys will probably be pissed through by now, and probably pissed off as well, especially the pillions that I've just got to sit there and bear it. They don't get to move around much on the bike, so it doesn't help to keep them warm. But after Braemar, we're about 40 odd miles, maybe 50 miles away from our destination, which isn't too bad. Nice waterfall on my left there, you can't see it on the camera, where we can do our best to dry our kit out, especially gloves and helmets, because the inside of the helmets get wet, especially when you've got to keep opening your visor because they steam up, no matter if you've got a pin lock in like I have. Yeah, this should have been the highlight of the trip. Bugger. Oh. Well, one of the ski resorts. Pre-snow, obviously. Not quite sure which one this is. There's a dead thing. Yeah. This is Glen Shee. Just spotted the name there. I couldn't see it first. I've got that much rain on my visor. I'm blind, don't you know? On the left there, last time I was coming this way was a babbling brook. Now it's a raging torrent with all this rain. I know I keep going on about the rain, but I don't care. It is what it is. It's wet. I think I'm starting to get the odd damp patch now. I've got a couple of areas that's starting to feel cold. Shouldn't do, but I think it's just it's going in through the neck, because I've got waterproof textiles on plus a rain suit. So then, where the bloody hell's it coming from?